Hello and welcome to this video and what was supposed to be my Easter weekend vlog, but I wasn't very good at filming. I had all this intention of filming the Easter weekend and what we got up to and all of that kind of stuff, and then we'd do something and I'd be like, I should have filmed that. So I've not been very good at vlogging, so I need to get better at that again. And I think because the last few videos have been more this, sat down, sort of lost my little mojo slightly of filming a vlog and remembering to actually pick up the camera and all of that kind of stuff. But I thought I'd give you a rundown of what we got up to. I do have other clips and things, so it won't just be me sat here, don't worry. So I thought I'd share with you what we got up to, what our Easter presents were, all of that kind of stuff. So let's start with Good Friday. So I started the day with a driving lesson. That's not great, you know, that's a thing that now happens on a Friday. But then we took Eloise to soft play. Well, actually we took her to Pets at Home first because we had to buy Jeff some kibble. She very much enjoyed looking at the guinea pigs and the fish and all of that. But the main reason was because we decided we want to take her to soft play. She seems really into climbing at the moment. We've been meaning to do it for a little while, so we thought let's take her to one of those. So we took her to Jungle something or other. Some warehouse in the middle of nowhere, like always. It was all soft plays are. It was okay. It wasn't as busy as we were expecting, which was good. It did have a space for like under 18 months with like softer climbing things and like smaller stuff and like sensory wall and all of that kind of stuff. And it did have a smaller spot just for under 4s with like stairs, like climbing stuff, and a bump and a tunnel and a slide. So we used both those things. I would say though that the under 18 section, so the under 18 month section, often had tons of older kids in it. So we did dip in and out of the two areas depending on which one was most quiet, because other than maybe one other child, everyone else was walking, whereas Eloise was crawling, and then we had a much smaller baby as well in there with us, with an older sibling, and that's why I went to the soft play. So yeah, I'll add in the few clips that we got of Eloise at the soft play now.
Taken now. That's our students taken now. Thank you.
So yeah, it was fun. It was nice to see her get excited by stuff like that, and it's something that we enjoyed doing. We got to go down the slide. It's always fun doing that. So that was that one. Saturday was very much an errands day. We went to the charity shop to drop some stuff off. We went to B&Q, we bought some garden chairs. That's what we did on Saturday. So we went to B&Q, we bought some garden chairs. They were having 20% off garden furniture, so we got two just normal sort of recliner chair thingies, loungers, for £48 I think, which was a good price. Well, we thought it was a good price. It was cheapest that we could find anyway, because I have a determination to actually use our garden a bit more this year, and as the only thing we could sit on is either the grass or the wall, I thought it might be nice to have a chair, so occasionally I can take my book out there or something, or if we ever get Eloise to actually like the garden, she can run about there and I can sit on a chair. for some of it. Probably not, I'll probably be chasing her. Which also meant with the garden we hacked at a load of stuff, but even if I showed you out in our garden you wouldn't notice that we'd hacked at a load of stuff. We've literally filled our green bin, but you wouldn't be able to tell. So that was Saturday. That was basically Saturday's job, was a bit of gardening, or hacking. I won't actually call it gardening, we literally just pulled plants out, hacked at trees, bushes, and then went to a load of shops to sort that stuff out. These are the garden chairs that I was talking about that we got. They will do us for the time being. Eventually we want to get the garden sorted, but I don't think that's going to be happening in the next, or in the near future. I think we're talking 5-10 years before we even think about that, but these will hopefully suffice until then. Sunday was obviously Easter, and we got some lovely Easter presents, which I'll show you in a minute, but we actually went over to my parents. They've just moved house, so we went to their new house. Also went to see my brother's new house. I had some lamb, nice lamb roast with them, and Eloise took her first tentative steps to see Pops, which I can add that little video in. You got to sort your legs out first, haven't you?
Come in.
Go on then.
Yay!
Which was nice, and something I will go on to again soon. But let's go through our Easter presents. So I'll start with Eloise's. So we got Eloise Peekaboo Cow. It's one of those ones with the slidey things, and then the end of the book, which she loves, has a mirror. She's also well into the farm at the moment and animals, so that's why we picked up this one, because whenever we go for a walk and stuff she has to point out the birds, they're burr, and then if she sees a dog that isn't Jeff, it's a duh-duh. So we're getting there with some of we're picking up her language a little bit. And talking of duh-duh, this one came from Granny and Pops. This is Puppy's Wobbly Bottom. So we had a similar thought in getting her ones with slightly, not quite lift the flap, but still interactive, but a bit more tricky. Not that I told my mum to do this, because let's be honest, Granny got the book, not Pops. But this is my favourite one because you stroke the dog's belly and you get its ticklish spot for its leg. That's my favourite bit anyway, because I'm sad like that. So those are what Eloise got. My parents got me The Keeper of Stories by Sally Page. Have I read a Sally Page before? Has she written other books, or is this her like debut? I don't know. Maybe. But this sounds interesting, and probably not one I would have picked up. So everyone has a story to tell, but does Janice have the courage to unlock her own? And it has dogs on it, so I'm intrigued. I'm also in my duh-duh stage. But she also, then my mum also, as she does, gives me books once she's read them. So this is the last one in the Bridgerton series, which I'm starting to work my way through. It's a little bit water damaged because it went to my brother's house, which is damp, or shouldn't be damp soon, because this is supposed to be fixed. This is the one I got her for Mother's Day, so it's now come back to me. I'll link the video where I wrap this up. But this is The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins, and then this is Mrs. Potter Cooling. This is the Porter, not Potter. This is the third one in the Dear Mrs. Bird series. I've got the second one here, which I haven't read yet, but I liked Dear Mrs. Bird, so that's why I wanted to read the next one too. And Pete got a bar of almond chocolate, which I won't eat because I don't like nuts, so it's all for him. And then from Pete's parents, we got some Tony's eggs, but we ate them a long time ago, so they sort of didn't really factor into my thoughts for Easter, but we did get a present from them, but we've just eaten them early. So yeah, they were really tasty, but they didn't make it till Easter. So then we come to Bank Holiday Monday, which was supposed to be chores day, and quite frankly I couldn't be bothered with it. We also decided, because of coming back from my parents, it meant that Eloise napped a little bit later in the car. So she went to bed later, which means that she got up later, so she got up more sort of around 8 o'clock. So we thought we'd push her and give her a 1 nap day, which is something we're going to start toying with. They've been doing it at nursery a bit more with her, where she just decides that she's only having 1 nap with them. But I think we're verging into 1 nap territory, because that last nap, that second nap of the day in the afternoon, is getting more and more difficult. Certainly if she's had a good morning nap, so we're going to try, not every time, but where we can, to push her to a 1 nap day. And yesterday was the first time we did it. Worked out well. She ended up sleeping like 2.5 hours at like 12:30, 1:45, which was good for us. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to not having a period in the morning and the afternoon to myself, but if she sleeps for that long in the middle of the day, that's also quite helpful. So we were supposed to do cleaning in that. I say we were, I mean I dusted, and then Pete did what he would normally do, but I couldn't be bothered with the kitchen. I just was not in the mood. And quite frankly, I've been the only one cleaning our house recently, so I wanted to sit down, and I did. But before that, we had to go to Sainsbury's because we couldn't get our normal Tuesday slot for food, so that's coming now on Wednesday. But it did mean that we ended up in the discounted Easter egg aisle, so we picked up 2 of the little buttons ones for 87p. Turns out you have to get to the Easter eggs a lot earlier than we did to get a decent selection. There were a few of these, like the small ones, and then there was a lot of the bigger ones that were still like a £5 or £6, which I still think is expensive for an Easter egg. And the price of an Easter egg when it's full price, man, that's a lot. No wonder we're getting books now. Although my brother got a cheese grater, so no wonder we're getting useful things. But yeah, so we picked up 2 discounted Easter eggs, amongst the fight of trying to get to them. They also make quite a good raffle, as Eloise found out yesterday. So we did that on, but she had such a day on Easter Monday. The amount of stuff that child did and learnt was impressive. We have obviously, as I've mentioned, solidified our 2 noises for things. She got very excited by that. She is finally getting another tooth. I can't remember what video I mentioned it in, but I mentioned the fact that she's not getting teeth. She's still only got 2, she's 14 months old. But we saw yesterday, or we saw on Easter Monday, that another one is coming through, still on the bottom. We don't have any top teeth yet. So she's got these 2 bottom teeth, now she's getting this one, and this one is going to come very soon as well. Maybe we'll get some top teeth too, but it does mean that come October, when we've got our next dentist appointment, they might not be quite so concerned because she's going to have more teeth by that point. But we'll see, because it took 6 months or so to get 2 more teeth, so, or at least 1 more tooth, because that one might not come through. So yeah, so that's a big thing for us, because it's a little bit weird when you talk to everybody else of your peer group who have children at the same age, and they're all like, yeah, my kid's got 8, my kid's got 12, my kid's got 14, yeah, my child's got 2 teeth. So that's a big thing for us, so the fact that she's getting another tooth. But also, she's been starting to walk. Not independently, we are like putting her there and then she walks to another person, but I think that's a good step in the right direction, and she's loving doing it. We did it quite a few times yesterday, so I will add in a couple of videos of her doing that, because it's, you know, big moment for us. Are you ready? Go! That was more of a fool, that one.
There we go.
Ready, steady, go! Ready, steady, go! Go!
Well done. Well done.
Ready, steady, go!
Well done. That was really good.
Girl.
She's liking it as well. She's
Should we
laughing.
go a little bit further back, Eloise? Try this out. Ready? Steady?
She's ready to go. She started falling there, I think, at the start.
Ready, steady, go!
Well done. Well done. Again.
Ready, steady, go!
Well done.
Ready, steady, go!
You gotta stay upright, Eloise.
Ready, steady, go!
Well done, well played, that was good.
Good girl!
Pull then.
You ready? You're not very steady though, are you? And you gotta let go of Mummy's finger. Go!
Yeah. She was holding on most.
Go!
Oh wow, look at that.
Yay!
That is proper.
Good girl!
Do you want to go the other way around?
Are you gonna come to Mummy now?
Let's go again.
And
Well done, that was actually pretty upright.
yeah.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Watch out, Jeff. She's gonna walk on you if you do that.
You're getting involved. Excuse me, Jeff.
Come on then. Ready? Look at Daddy.
Eloise? Eloise?
Look at Daddy.
Not the TV. You might just turn the TV off. Eloise, can you come towards me? That's a good standing. Can you come towards me?
The other thing that she was trying to do yesterday, so we got a little chair from my parents. It was one that I had as a kid that I used to sit at our coffee table when we had like takeaways and stuff. They have two because they have one for my brother, and we've taken one home with us because she's also got a little table that came with her high chair, which I'm planning on setting up so that when she will be a child that likes colouring in or drawing or whatever, but then she's got a space at her height to do it. So I took the chair from them, and she was trying to sit on it, which is obviously not something we've seen her do. I think they've got this kind of size chair at nursery, but we've never seen her do it. So although she wasn't 100% successful, as you'll see, she was trying to sit on the chair, which is fun and quite sweet.
You say you got it. Whee! Oops. Can you get back up? Keep pulling off it, don't you? Get your arm out.
And then the last thing she decided to do, because as I said, yesterday was a real strides forward day for her, is she decided to build a tower with her cups, which she's been able to put them in each other, and she's sort of gone to do the motion of putting the cups on top of each other, but she's never managed it before. And yesterday she just built some towers, which again is a big step for us in that sort of fine motor skills and all of that kind of stuff. So here's that video.
Purple.
Purple.
Well done. Blue.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah,
Well
well
done.
done. Green. Green, green.
Green next.
Ah.
Oh no! So yeah, that's our Easter in a nutshell. Sorry I didn't actually vlog it properly as I intended. I think I might vlog next weekend just to try and get myself back into the swing of actually vlogging things. Not that I think we're doing much, but there we go. So If you've enjoyed this video and getting a glimpse of what our Easter has been, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you fancy seeing what we get up to, please click that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!